theme song.
The theme song. I haven't written the theme
Yeah.
song.
Oh,
Well,
Kings of
whose fault is that?
War, Kings
by
of
episode
War.
50.
Really don't.
Okay, we
P90
are
needs it on
starting
his
now
desk
though.
by next Sunday.
Wait, what? What did you say, Omega?
P9 needs it on his desk by next Sunday.
Oh no. Okay. Um, lots to do. But before we start the recap, just a really quick plug. We are still releasing chapters. A new chapter dropped on Friday. Check them out at worldoforda.com. It's the same spelling as the streaming channel. So if you're here, just like copy and paste that and put .com and you'll find it. And then if you decide you like what you're reading, maybe head over to our Patreon and support us there, and you'll get a bunch of extra goodies there too. So now the recap. Lots more talking. We checked in with Korbar on the request of Kenai. Korbar is a dwarf who lives in Three Rivers, and he does like deep expeditions into the wastes. And so Kenai apparently knew him and wanted to go chat with him and find out, do some recon about the waste. And so we found out about the Frisky Caterpillars, which are undead caterpillars. That is the only note that I have about those caterpillars, and that they bit Korbar pretty good, and that Korbar now wears an antler in his beard. Which we promptly went and found a deer and got antlers as well. He said, like, we were asking for directions to Dakar Castle, and are we gonna have to go around the caldera? Is that what he said?
That is what he
I said it was in the middle of the caldera.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go around the caldera. He said if you go north to keep out of the valley, that's called Silver Hall. He said there's something bad in that valley, so don't go there. If we go south, it has some elven ruins. So Rana would definitely be in favor of going south to check out those ruins, particularly because Korbar seemed very interested in us not going. And those are ruins of, those are ancient ruins of Rana's people. So he said watch out for flame grinds, which I think were like fire cats or something, probably big cats. And then as we keep going west, he said to go around a lake that has crazy merfolk. Crazy merfolk. They're like blighted, and apparently they can shape change and stuff. When we see the mountain range, head to the southern tip. That's just a brief recap of our conversation with him. And then, we found out that Rowan was gone. Went to go talk to Ymira. That was just last session, right?
Yep.
And then Ethan showed up. Joined the party. Decided to check in on Rana, I guess, because there were some wanted posters up in Three Rivers for quite a hefty bounty. What else did we find out? What else did we do? We went to Rana told the party a little bit about what she needs to do after we do Dakar Castle and possibly go try to find the God Hand. And then we went to go talk to one of the former bell holders while we were waiting for the gnomes to fix the tank. Not fix the tank, but come up with a solution to get the Mark IV over the river. And then apparently Kenai has some crazy ability that allowed us to reduce the 2 to 3 travel time to less than a day or something. So we got there much faster than we thought, and Rana got to talk to the bell holder, and the bell holder told her that apparently Mask had a scrying focus on them, on the party, and it was in her bag of holding at that point. So we found that. Tonist helped point out the face with the mask on it. And then once we got back to Three Rivers, we melted it down. And yeah, I think the rest of Rana's conversation with Seraphine was mostly other elven stuff. Like she was asking where another bellkeeper was going and what he was up to, because he's up to no good. And so
No good in the
no
neighborhood.
good. Yeah. I think that was mostly it. We got back to Three Rivers and we were like, well, now we're gonna wait for the gnomes to. Oh, Valis showed up. Valis showed up
Yeah, my
at the
boy.
end of the conversation with Korbar. Yeah. And then we discussed entrances to the Underdark briefly, just as a kind of a fallback in case whatever the gnomes do doesn't work. So yeah, I think that was basically it.
Does anyone have anything to add?
I guess I wouldn't know if this would be like meta or whatever, or if we're about to get into it, but I recall also having to roll like a d8 or something in between sessions for the folks at home.
Oh yeah. Kenai gave us rings
That's right.
of various resistances. Did
Yes.
I write that down?
It's in the Discord chat if you need to refer to it from. It's in the.
Jacob put them in our
Chat.
inventories.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't see it in mine. Equipment. I don't.
The ring of something resistance.
Yeah, no, I don't have
a special gem should have been slotted into your ring of resistance, which determines what sort of resistance type you have against like certain type of damage.
Rana should have cold. Okay, now it's there. I think everyone else is there.
Thank you.
Okay. So Kenai and Rana took down a deer. Do you each have one of the antlers?
Well, we would have gone for a deer that had like multi-pointed rack and tried to. I think Kenai tried to distribute it between the whole party.
Right. So everyone has a bit of its rack.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
the intention. Yeah.
Cool. All right. You check in with the gnomes each day, and they have some excitement some days, not so much others, as they work around different problems. You can see their calculations, what they're working on, models of a small catapult, and see like a stretch where they represent the river. That one's quickly discounted as possible. You put some that trying to fit sort of flotation device, like a giant balloon onto it, and okay, that's not for me, I guess.
No,
That
that's
Discord.
not. It's for everybody else.
Right. 4 days after you had visited them, or 4 days after you returned, so 5 days after you visited them, they are it's a hubbub of activity there. They seem to feel they've hit on some sort of engineering marvel, although it seems more magical than anything. And what they have come up with is one, a reduction field, which is not dissimilar to the enlarge reduce spell to lighten the weight of the engine, as well as everything inside of it. So all occupants, or the whole party, will have to be inside during these flotation events. They're also going to extend out the time matrices that they found in the sapphire to create a sort of barrier to seal up the otherwise porous engine itself, because if you throw it into the water,
Yeah.
water's gonna get in, it's gonna sink. And the last thing is to deploy these pontoons, which will, because of the reduction in its weight, their buoyant force is sufficient to keep the ship afloat. The engine. So they're going to install that and some ballast so that it doesn't capsize. That way, when you end the effect, you're not upside down.
Appreciate it.
And you'll be able to set off within a few short hours. They do warn that you can only do this once a day.
Got it.
Any questions?
The ceiling of the cabin or the engine, is that for the whole thing or just around the engine? Like,
So when I
the
say
defensive
engine,
shield, could it be
when I
used like as an actual shield, or is it just to keep water out?
I mean it does create a time bubble. So in a sense, it can be used to shield the engine from outside influences. Yeah.
Sweet.
Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
All right. So they get to work, and there's some additional etchings that they've put into the inside of the engine's cabins. See gemstones, which line the bottom portion. But otherwise, yeah, I guess that's the 18th of Untitled. You're good to go and ready to traverse the river. Since you're north of the city, I'm assuming you're just gonna drive it up to the water's edge and start the process. Oh, the last thing was that to avoid mishaps, it requires 2 operators.
Oh, okay. So just like both Liger and me need to be driving.
Yeah, or any 2 people can do it, but 2 people, it's lever based, so you both pull the lever, and then when you want it to disengage, just push the lever back.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I would like to. I'll do a test, a couple test runs of it first, like.
Well, this is a once a day, so each test
Oh, yeah,
run
you're
is
right,
a day's wait. If you want to, you can, but just want to remind you of that before you commit.
Do we want to take a day to test it, or do we have places that need to be at post haste?
What's the question?
Or do we have confidence in my abilities to not sink us?
I mean,
18th of Umtat. Is there anything significant about the day or the month? Or the 20th? Do we have a fuller moon, for instance? I don't know. Just being
More werewolves afoot.
silly.
No, nothing significant that I see.
All right, let's just wing it.
Wing it.
Sure, yeah, we can just go.
Okay. You drive up to the water's edge and begin the process. To get it a little bit deep into the water, just to make sure that when it reduces, you're still in the water, because you don't want it to be the pontoons to deploy and to be sat on land, not able to do anything. So you get into the water and deploy it. Engine shrinks, pontoons explode outward as they fill with air, and sound from the outside world diminishes before it disappears entirely. The sort of bubble seals off you and the engine itself. It's not dissimilar to being in the was it Rowan's like protective bubble shell spell that he used. The engine floats into the river, and it keeps floating. And you realize you don't have a propulsion
I
system
was
while in
just
the
thinking
water.
about that.
What?
Oh, that's an issue.
Well,
can
So what do you do?
Can somebody who's really strong get out and push?
push a tank in the water.
Just
I mean, it's
start rowing.
floating.
We're just gonna float downstream. This is a river.
I thought rowing left.
Yeah, are we like
Ah,
drifting
Thanks.
downriver?
You are drifting downriver, yes.
Shit. Okay.
Is that towards the north?
It's south. The river here
Oh, we're
flows
gonna
southward.
flow through town. This is so embarrassing.
Look at the map.
Someone get on top of the tank and be like, "This is a standard test. Nothing is amiss. Go back to your day, citizens."
Can we whip out a sail? Anybody have
Which direction is the
Sail.
wind blowing?
large cloth material or something?
I mean,
Wow, this was foolish.
I've got a cloak.
I
didn't think to ask about propulsion. This is not my gig.
This is not my gig either.
I do
Can I-
bells. That's what I
Did
do.
one of you
Jumps
teleport me
into the
across the
river.
river?
And swims.
The river itself is roughly a mile across at this point.
It's
So
a mile across?
if you have,
kind of river
it's
is
pretty, yeah,
this?
it's very wide. I mean, it's not unlike the
river.
Mississippi.
Okay. I've never been to the Mississippi.
It's not unlike a very wide river.
okay.
I mean,
Good
I
point.
live close to the
Nice.
Mississippi, and it's not that wide.
I mean, different parts of the Mississippi are wider than others. It does get to about a mile in some places.
2 miles away from the Mississippi right now.
Well, that means that you're twice as far away from the Mississippi as the width of this river.
Okay.
I have an item that I grabbed when I made my character and literally never used, a spool of black thread that never runs out.
Does it never run? Like, does that prevent it from snapping too, or?
I think it's just normal thread. I can just make it forever.
You begin to drift past the homes and buildings just outside the north wall.
How deep? Do we know how deep the river is here?
It's near the water's edge, which you still are. It can about 30 feet or so.
Is there anything in here that we can just use to try to row?
Only what your characters have. The
What-
engine itself wasn't really stocked when you got it.
What kind of drivetrain does this thing have? Is it like is it treads like a tank like we're talking about, or is it like tires?
Or it's like,
It's
What-
more
yeah.
tread-like, yes.
Just run them. Treads will pull you through water too. It's just not going to be super effective.
Liger can make a vehicle check at disadvantage.
okay. Do so. Where's Liger?
Anyone can, but I think Liger's proficient.
He do got the. I have air and land vehicle proficiencies with him. I don't know where the air one
Suddenly
came
we are
from.
not anymore. No longer
That's
air,
true. Do you
it's
have
no longer
proficiency in
land.
water vehicles?
What
It's
do I
it's
even
still a
roll
land
for that?
vehicle. Still a land vehicle.
That's true.
Just in water.
It is still a land vehicle. It's true.
Rana,
What do I roll for this?
Well, I suppose you'll have to. Oh, what would it be? We can go with an intelligence unless you have a better. If you want to sponsor an ability with reasoning.
All I'm doing is pushing the throttle forward to see if it works.
Right. So, for example, I would probably say strength isn't going to be reasonable to use, but intelligence can make sense because trying to work it with the current of the river.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are we persuading this river at all?
Not
Yeah.
currently.
Okay, Ambrose
If
is
we're
out of
pers-
ideas.
If we're trying to
If it's
persuade
Liger
this tank
doing it-
across the river,
It's gonna be bad no matter what. Is the issue.
Well, I mean, it can't be much worse than your current predicament. Also, everyone inside was part of the reduction field, so you're all half as tall as you were just a few minutes ago.
Great. Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. We're
no.
like,
Rana is also going to climb to sorry, Tonus and Liger are trying to move it forward. Rana is gonna climb to the top and start tying rope to her arrows.
oh, I have an idea. Yes, okay.
You get to the hatch where you would exit to get onto the catapult mount, and you go to push it open, and you feel some resistance.
I would not try and force that open, Rana.
Okay,
Just
then I'm
sink
out of
this thing.
ideas. I don't know what to do. Are there any windows that I can shoot out of?
I think we're
Yeah,
sealed
there's
in.
windows.
Okay, so I'll try to shoot out of some windows. I'm trying to anchor
The
the arrows into something so that and like several arrows at a time, so that the one piece of rope is not taking too much strain because this thing is ridiculously heavy. So
So you aiming at like the buildings on the bank?
something, I don't know, whatever I think will the arrows will like sink into and help us get some momentum across the river.
Yeah. So just to clarify, the rear compartment of the bottom of the Doom engine has little portholes for the occupants to fire out of. So you can
Okay.
open those up and shoot out. Then of course, once we get Liger's vehicle check, we'll see on that. But give me a couple attack rolls from Ron. Ooh, and that wasn't even at disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Does Liger have a proficiency?
What do you mean? In what?
Just a proficiency bonus. Yeah, +5. So he should be getting +5 on his check.
Oh, where's the +5 coming from? Sorry.
He has proficiency +5, right?
Oh
Doesn't
yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, you're right. So it would be 16.
Okay.
It's the lower of the two.
Do you want to
I will. Flash of
flash
genius
of genius
that.
that? And then what do you want to accomplish with this check? Do you want to try to move the engine across the river or back to the Three Rivers Bank?
I think we should, for the time being, go back
Agreed.
until I can figure out something better.
Wait, what?
We want to
Rana
bank
just-
it on the near side of the river.
Rana just launched arrows to like. I thought we were trying to get across still.
No, we're making a quick decision
Did you shoot your
s-
arrow? Which side of the river did you shoot towards?
The waist side.
Oh, then I should have. I didn't realize you were trying to shoot in that direction. I mean, it's like a mile across. You guys aren't that far from shore. So your arrows wouldn't make it that far.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well then, never mind.
I thought you were just trying to anchor us. Was what?
Yeah, you're not
I thought I
shooting
heard
an
you say,
arrow down
Rana.
miles.
I had assumed the same. Do you want to retract those arrows
Sure.
then? Okay. So then, so is Liger pulling you or trying to navigate towards the Three Riverside?
Yes.
Yes. It doesn't work quite as well as you were hoping. In terms of its efficacy, just because you are trying to tread water, and just the phrase sounds like you're not doing much. But you work with the river, angling with the current to not drift too much further, but still make progress. And you land. Let me just double check the. As I see people. You land near 12, which is.
Hog
within
heaven.
Yeah, Hog Heaven, within the walls.
Hog heaven.
Hey,
Pull-
I'll take
pull
it.
The engine pulls onto the bank there to astonished gasp, and people are hollering, and you can. Oh wait, you actually can't hear them, but you can see that they're sort of whooping and see people clapping and pointing. General mirth at the spectacle that they just witnessed.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah. So let's tie some ropes off on the other side and try this again.
Yeah. Key and I will try to make some stakes in the ground or look for anything along the shore that's moored in, like a tree, and start fastening some ropes to.
Okay.
The
So
tank.
do you want to? You're gonna disengage and re-enlarge and bring it back so that you can exit and
Yes.
build
Yeah,
us.
we have to wait till tomorrow.
Okay. So yeah, re-enlarges. You get it staked in and tied off, and then suppose you wait till the next day to drag it, or what do you do now?
We gotta
Well,
talk
we
to the
could,
gnomes.
well, we could just hook the ropes to the treads of the tires of the tank, and then have it like reel itself in.
Oh, that was an idea I had. How much time
Back
would it
onto
take?
land.
No, you stake the ropes off to the other side, and then attach them to our treads, and then when we run the treads, it'll just like pull itself across.
Mile-long rope.
Get a couple ropes. We'll go buy a mile of rope. Where's the
How
nearest
much
rope
is a
store?
mile of rope?
And we probably need more than a mile. We probably need like 2 miles, one for each tread side.
I don't know about rope, but I know where I can get a mile of thread.
We could weave it into a rope.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's
If
start
you-
weave. Let's weave the rope.
3
All right, so
years
Jacob,
later.
we're gonna take the next 6 months to 5 years, depending on how long it takes to weave
Yeah.
thread into rope.
Because obviously every few days you might snap it on accident and then have to like redo
Yeah,
that
and
part.
then you're just,
Okay,
Oh,
so
gosh.
what plan are you going with? You could buy. I mean, there's a building real close that is sort of a general store that you can
Like,
buy rope at.
I think we
They
should try a sail or some type of.
do we know which direction the wind is blowing?
Can you attach like paddles to the treads so that it paddles across?
We could
Or like
try
the
like a
flywheel
Viking
thread,
style.
Three Rivers is
Excuse me,
north of the
sorry.
equator, so the winds generally blow west.
That's where we would need to go, right?
Oh, that's the that's okay. That's the opposite direction of Earth. Interesting. If I
But
had
also,
an
like,
angled like upwards shot, how far could I get the one of the bolts from the ballista to go?
Sorry, could you repeat that? If you upward the
If I found like if I parked on a hill facing upwards and then shot the ballista, how far would that bolt go?
Oh, I mean, that's an interesting question. I guess it would depend on how tall the hill is, how deep the valley underneath is.
All perfect.
Generally, yeah, like generally, you're gonna get about 1,500 feet at like ground level. So you might get a couple extra 100 feet if you're on a hill. If it's a
Still
tall hill,
substantially short of a mile then.
it's gonna be short of a mile, yeah.
Hold on, let me just crack open my 9th grade math textbook and get some a squared, b squared, c squared on this.
9.2 meters per second squared.
Let's see.
Why are we trying to shoot it across?
Because if I can attach a rope to the ballista, then we could use the treads to
But wait,
as
we could just
as
like
as a wench.
have someone swim across and tie it over there.
We could just have somebody.
So-
Well, that's
It's a mile of swimming.
a mile of
I-
swimming. That's
I'm
There's
pretty
gotta
good
be
at
There
one of
swimming,
us that is,
though.
There are
there's
ferries.
gotta be one of us capable of swimming across.
The ferries can get us across.
Can they tow us?
A ferry.
Oh, just have a ferry tow us. There we go.
I mean, we can ask.
Wait, are we?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't know if it can, but we can try.
Hold, reel it back a little bit. Are we saying ferry like a big boat, or ferry like little thing that lives in the woods with wings?
big boat. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
boat.
Tinkerbell is Tinkerbell in this world. Didn't you know?
Okay.
Just kidding.
You've heard talk of a ferry at 41.
Okay.
That would probably be easiest. We'll probably have to pay.
That's
A
fine.
lot.
I do
But
be
no,
kind of
probably
good at
won't be.
swimming, though.
It,
Do you want to send a detachment to 41 and ask? I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go over to 41 with whoever wants to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to the gnomes.
Okay. Who's gonna stay with the tank?
The gnomes are, well, they were at the river's edge watching you go, so probably, I mean, they're probably just coming down to see you as well. Yeah, as you go up towards the gate, you see them coming in,
Hey,
and they meet like
dipshits.
here.
What? You
A
can't call
very
them
important part of
dipshits.
this design is missing.
It worked perfectly. You floated.
We didn't go anywhere. The point of my
You went.
request was to get across the river.
You you might have made it if you kept floating.
We
This is
would have made
hilarious.
it across the river and been down in that snake place whose name I don't remember.
We probably would have gotten across like here. Because we probably would have crashed into the bank right there.
Well, all right. So there's some kinks to be worked out, but you know we mostly got you there.
Not being able to
We are
steer
halfway
is
there.
a
I don't
kink?
disagree, but how quickly can we get the other half of this figured out? We got stuff to do.
Well, perhaps if we attach it. Doug is moving. Okay, she's just readjusting. We could attach some sort of
Give us
rose. We can get you
if it's
some
an
rose,
outboard propeller or something. That's
or the treads are interesting, but the upper portion of that what is it called,
Mud
the
flap.
well, the
Yeah.
well would interfere with any paddles.
What if they were soft?
does rubber exist in D&D?
I mean, not in the probably, I don't know, not here.
What if they extended outside of the wells?
Oh, well, that's where the pontoons go.
Oh, that's a good point. What if there were cutouts in the pontoons specifically around the wheel wells?
Redesign the pontoons and what if we attach a paddle at the back of the engine?
Like
It will dip
one big
down.
paddle?
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
You do a left-right motion, propel you forward.
No. I mean,
Like a rudder?
Like a fish tail type motion.
I not understand wind patterns. I don't think I do.
wind
if you-
in where I live in the U.S., it blows
Flows.
from west to east 99% of the time.
Cool. Well, I'll look at that again later. We'll ad hoc it and say it blows to the west, and if it needs to change, we'll change it. Okay, so they'll work. Yeah, they're suggesting a sort of paddle fish-like tail to add on to the back, so that it doesn't interfere with the pontoons, and because the well for the treads wouldn't allow for a hard paddle on the treads itself. Plus, if you were to get out of water, that would be an interesting problem.
They just destroy themselves in 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they can get it attached by the morning. And then
Okay.
at the river's boating, they have a ferry there that crosses here. It is attached by a rope, so it goes across, and it's a small whatchamahoo's it? It's a small ferry, so it, you couldn't put the engine on it, but get 6 or 7 people across pretty easily, maybe a dozen if they're smaller.
I guess we'll wait for our fish tail.
Yeah, I would like us to be self-sufficient and not have to rely on the ferry because we might not have the ferry.
Well, that
Use
type
it.
of ferry wouldn't help us. It's unfortunate.
No, we need it to be able to come over here minimally.
Yeah. I don't know how it gets across by just holding onto a rope.
You just pull. There's someone pulls the rope each direction.
Would the fishtail have to be like man-powered, or could we circuit it in somehow?
It's going to be man-powered.
Okay.
Some sort of hybrid fish boat. Okay. So yeah, you retrieve the power gem, the sapphire, go and rest up, and try again in the morning. Next
like
morning, watching as the gnomes are putting the final touches on this strange fish tail rudder. They're shaving it down, trying to get it to be not so obtrusive out the back of the engine, and so that when it's not in use, it can sort of just lie flat against it. But it will. That is where you enter and exit. So they're trying to make it as unobstructive as possible. Inside, you could see something not dissimilar to one of those hand carts that goes on like train tracks that you would pump
I
with two
should,
or
yeah,
one.
I would like to get clarification from them that we can use this from within while the protective bubble is active.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, after they go inside with you, show you how it works. It seems to do what they say that it should do.
Okay.
Second try.
Let's give her a whirl.
All right. You edge the
Yep.
engine into the water as people look on, and some of them are probably the same from the day before. Sort of
Popcorn.
gawking. Yeah, they've got their rat on a sticks and watch with idle fascination.
Merchants have shown up with commemorative gear.
I was there on the
Yeah.
18th
The heroes of Northgate.
of Where were you?
This is their I almost said challenger. This is their Apollo,
It's
Oh
the
my
19th
gosh.
now.
not their challenger.
Right. So,
Oh, here's another quick question I need to clarify. If I am one of the ones that assists with the deployment, do I need to remain in the cabin, or can I
no, it's a lever, so you just throw the lever and then you can do
throw
whatever.
the lever? Okay.
Okay, so you throw the levers, the engine once more diminishes in size, flotation pontoons come out, the rudder extends outward. Who is manning the rudder?
Probably gonna be either Kenai or myself. So
It's one of those hand-powered ones. You both do it. So strength checks from whoever's doing that, and then another vehicle check from Liger at disadvantage because it is a land vehicle in water.
Sure, Kina will help.
what's the vehicle check for?
Operating
that's-
I assume that you're going to use every advantage that you
Sure.
have, and Liger will be trying to run the treads in the direction you're going.
That's actually a 10, which is not.
Have we
Mhm.
departed yet?
You're doing that now, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there emergency hatches just in case this goes bad?
Looking around, there's the entrance exit, which is the back of the wagon. The whole back of it the engine, it comes down like a ramp, kind of like an APC. And then there's a hatch at the top, which gives you access to the catapult that is up there. Aside from that, there's no openings that would be large enough to fit a person.
Those are the one at the top is not submerged underwater during this, is it?
No. No,
Okay.
it's not submerging you. You're floating atop with very minimal contact with the water.
Okay. I just want to make sure we don't drown, because that's my most
That's the
fearful
purpose of
way
the
to die. I don't
defensive
want to die
bubble.
like that. Okay.
So
Drowning
Kenai,
is awful.
yeah, that'd be rough and campaign. Everyone drowned at the bottom. Oh my gosh, all that build up to drown, trapped in a coffin of your own making.
Yeah. We all make new characters.
Okay, it's slow going. The treads spinning and doing what they can. It's ineffectual, but it is, making those minute changes in your trajectory so that you're not floating down the river as the rudder goes. Doing those little minimal turns to the right so that as the rudder's powered, you're not spinning towards the current's direction. And Tonus is actually doing most of the work on the hand
Tell me about it.
power and getting you across. It takes a couple hours. It's real slow going, but you eventually land about here.
Can you do that one more time?
Oh, that's not too bad.
Sleep and go the other way, just to test it out. Make sure you're just get to that practice in.
You could do the ping once more where we landed.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize what you were saying.
Like right across from the 12.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
We
thought you
didn't
were
float
saying
too far
to
down.
to go across the river one more time.
No. No.
All
I
right,
hope
guys, we know it
very
works
much not
one way. Let's go back and make sure it works the other way.
Refinement.
We're gonna back into the water, and we'll see if the rudder works in reverse.
Oh my god.
The wastes are a cracked, hard-packed land. It's, it's dry, gray dirt. Not a lot of foliage, if any. To the south, mostly just seeing the ruins of what once was a part of Three Rivers before the blight came and the city was abandoned in that section. West, open land. There's trees further out. You can see the trees of the elven forest south of the river as well. To the northwest, you see just the barest silhouette of a solitary hill. And then north is more open wastes.
Where are we going, folks?
All right, so we've safely got the tank on land, yeah?
Yep.
All right. So I know that Korbar suggested that we take the southern route, avoiding the lake with the merfolk, is what he said, and keep going west until you see the mountain range. What did I miss?
I
He
just
posted,
watched Fellowship yesterday.
yeah, he posted a meme from the Fellowship.
Oh,
The
excellent.
I need to look at this map. Okay. So
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Could you?
I have reason for us to go through Silverhall or to Silverhall.
Hey, Alazan, could you post the updated map that you posted in the Discord as like a tab so we can kind of collaborate around the same map inside Forge? Or would that be too much work right now?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I could probably do that.
I like the Three Rivers map.
Yeah, so we can ping it, I guess, to each other. And...
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can also draw on these maps as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
See.
Okay, I'm back.
Map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
The one in
Is that the Door of
more
the
information
Explorer
is what I'm
song?
looking at right now.
Yeah.
Is the Door of the Explorer song.
I have never seen Dora the Explorer.
You're
How
not
do you
missing
know
out,
that
and you're
song?
probably better for it.
Surprisingly, the fastest. I have no idea where I saved that, so I'm going to just snip it from Discord.
You can right click and save in Discord.
Yeah, I can do
Is
that
it
too.
in
But
the lore? Yeah.
It's in yeah. That's what I think. That's where it's getting it from.
The map of the wastes, right?
Excuse me.
hmm
Yeah.
I gotta.
I just asked if we could put it in Forge so we can ping it and draw on it or something.
Yeah,
Make a
no.
path plan.
Oh, whoops.
Kenai's compatriot told us that we should stay away from Silverhall, but I happen to be privy to a bit of information that we might be interested in as a reason to go to Silverhall.
Like what?
Yeah.
Because
You want to share with the class, or
Rumors of a secret entrance to the dwarven city of Gold being there.
okay.
gold? You say?
Oh no. Oh no, you lie. You just said that so Ambrose would be on your side.
Insert name of dwarven city of Gold that I don't remember being on a map we saw at some point.
So
I think it was
Corbar,
in the
Corbar said
vampire
avoid the
place?
lake. I don't think he said avoid the mountain range. He said
Yeah, he did. Silverhall. He said there's something living there or something.
Oh, keep out of the
sort
valley.
bad news. Keep out of
the valley, not the mountain range itself.
Also,
There we go. Nice.
there are ruins, like elven ruins, that Rana is interested in that are to the south of the caldera.
Oh, that's not convenient for us.
No.
Which is the caldera is not on this map, I don't think either, though,
The
right?
caldera
Yeah,
is
volcano.
the volcano-looking thing that is.
Oh,
like-
that's the caldera. Okay.
Yeah, we have to go either north or south of it. And so to the north of it is Silverhall, and to the south of it is the dwarven ruins.
What
sorry,
if
the elven
we
ruins.
make a big circle around it? Is that an option?
I guess.
Like we go do your elf thing on the way there, and we do my dwarf thing on the way back, or something,
Oh, sure, that's fine.
or vice versa.
I would. Rana
What-
will vote for the
What exactly
first.
do you guys want to accomplish in both of those places?
Well,
Gold.
Rana is looking for.
What do you need gold for right now? What are we gonna do with gold
Don't
out
we
here?
need gold for?
So I should specify, like, when I say dwarven city of gold, it's also like the dwarven, like, it was their capital city before they like vanished, so to speak. So I'm expecting us to find some more Doom Engine-esque technology there as well.
Rana is looking for information on the job that she has to do that she told you guys about last session. Like she's supposed to do something that nobody has ever done before, and those ruins, the elven ruins, are of her people and of the deity that gave her the job. So she's hoping to find some clues there, but also maybe recover anything that might be important to her people.
Okay, but our ultimate destination is Castle
Castle
Dako over
Dakra,
there.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I'm not opposed to going to Silverhall. Do you know which part of the mountain range you need to go to, or you're just making a guess?
I don't think I know anyway. It's been a very long time since we talked about this.
Because exploring all of that is going to be exhausting.
I did send you a message on June 5th if you would like to refer to that.
On June 5th, okay. June 5th. Gotta find our chat. June 5th. The fabled city of Vardurhum was listed on the map in the caverns. It's west of Silverhall. So in the mountains to the west of Silverhall. So we don't actually have to explore the valley? Underground.
I mean,
so we need to
it's-
find an
it's
entrance to...
on that map that is attached to that message.
Oh! I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Cool.
It is...
Cool.
Let me do some triangulations here. It's here! That's very far out of the way.
Oh lord,
Wait,
that's
oh,
different.
shoot,
Glad
I
we didn't go to
wasn't on-
Silverhall.
I wasn't on Foundry. It's where? Oh gosh. Oh,
It's way
I
out
saw the
there.
word Silver Hall and I was like, yeah, that's where it is. I didn't even notice that it was over on the. Okay, yeah, it's on. It's
Well, then we might be able to. Because which direction do we have to go? Never mind. That's for later. Well,
So that
that
is
might be kind
opposite
of
of
on the way if we decide to go look for the God Hand.
right, and that's not the direction that Korbar suggested we take. He said to stick to the southern route. If we did try to go up there, we would have to avoid this big water mass and not try to ford these rivers because who knows, right? And there's less help if something fails. So our best bet would be to go between the caldera and the west side of Silver Hall above those rivers, and that's probably going to be dangerous.
So we should just go south.
I agree with south.
Are
Yes,
are
where Grim
these
is
the
pointing.
ruins?
which. Oh, the off ruins. I don't know.
Oh, they're down
Hold
there.
on, I might know. Hold on, Kenai is very familiar.
There are ruins here as well.
Which are the elven ruins that
Yep.
Korbar? These are all elven
Here,
ruins? Or,
here, 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 here.
well, yeah, I know about that. But which were the ruins that Korbar?
He was referring to these specifically.
Okay.
Kenai will tell you also that this area here, ping please, is very arid, little precipitation. And if we were to get this far north, you can expect more precipitation, but also weird things like raining fish and shrapnel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so just, it's like, let's not go that direction yet.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody else have any ideas or desires?
I mean, Rana would prefer to make about as straight a shot as possible. Her only request is to visit the ruins that Korbar was talking about here
Yeah,
on the way.
and if we stick near this river, I feel like that would be useful. Like, I don't know if we should try to go through this forest, but traveling along the riverbank for reasons of, I don't know, safety and water source.
We can probably go around the deadwood and then follow its edge back to the river.
Yep.
Where is the final? Is the final destination the castle there that we're going to?
Dakra, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a silly question. Oh, we couldn't get the Doom engine through the forest. Never mind. By a Fanon, right? Is that part of the issue?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Once we reach approximately here, we could probably just go back across the river and be on the safe side. And then go back across around here. If we don't want to stay in the waste too much. But just a thought. We have options here.
Okay.
Sure. Let's get here and then let's kind of reset based on what we see. Maybe that seemed like a good idea. We travel along the edge of the deadwood, like Hawk suggested.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
You start up the engine and move past.
Oh, it's only 5 feet. Amazing.
We're there already.
Not to scale.
Oh no, I've angered Alison.
No, he's trying to figure out the numbers, probably. Oh no.
Oh,
What is this?
mysterious.
Oh,
What's going on? Why would you do
fog
this?
of war.
That's not
Oh,
right.
Oh,
That's not the
500
right.
miles.
The
Oh
world is
gosh, fog of
shrouded
war.
in
How did that
darkness.
happen? I've ruined it. Oh, I see what happened. Okay.
I guess yeah, we will have to base our location off of like landmarks and not by like actually looking at the map.
Okay. You start up the engine once more, moving past the ruins of Three Rivers, keeping the edge of the Deadwood relatively close. The Deadwood itself is aptly named. The trees look, their bark looks of slate, that sort of deep gray. They have no leaves. They're surprisingly straight. You don't see any gnarls or burrs or knots in the wood. Even from a distance, they look more like just pillars that are holding up some unseen ceiling. It takes some time to get there, though. Couple, maybe oh, actually, yeah, it's definitely not to scale. So you start traveling in that direction. As you do so, you note a couple things after a few hours. Um, Coming from the north, you see a group of riders traveling in your direction. They circumvented the hill and are. It's unclear what their aim is, but they are traveling in a direction. Doesn't look like they're veering away. In fact, as you move, it seems that they turn in the same direction as the engine, and sooner or later will catch up to it.
They're coming toward us.
Yes.
Okay. What did they look like?
Uh, I mean, from this distance, they're about a half mile away, so they look like riders.
How many?
Uh, Give me a perception check.
Uh, my hotbar went away.
That's not ideal.
There it is.
And I would like to participate in the perception.
Probably no more than a dozen.
Okay.
You're pretty confident with that number.
Okay. But they look relatively humanoid?
Um, there's something unusual about them. Every once in a while, the tops of them, of the riders, flare up like they're on fire.
Oh. Okay. So Rana will relay that. And we're normal sized again, right?
Correct.
Okay. Um, so, okay. Okay. So yeah, it's about a dozen. And every now and then they catch fire. The top of the
It's not
top.
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It's not ideal.
just be aware. And they also seem to be making it like they're heading towards us. So Rana will just keep watching them, and if they start like I don't know, charging us or making something that looks like it's probably an aggressive action, she'll be ready to I guess loose an arrow.
They get closer and closer after a few minutes. You can tell that they're not riders, they're centaurs.
Okay,
Oh.
but
Well, that throws up my theory about the fire.
They keep about
Nightmare centaurs.
1,000 feet away from the engine,
Gotcha.
and they're riding parallel to it, also west.
oh, oh,
Yep, they kept getting closer and closer, and then when they got to about 1,000 feet away or so, they kept that distance, but are keeping pace with the engine and traveling in the same direction.
oh, I thought they were going the opposite direction as us.
Nope,
I
they
think
came from the north.
Okay, what do
So they sort of did this.
what do they
Oh,
look
that's
like?
something. What did they look like? They looked like riders.
No, what do they look like now that they're closer? Like you
They
said, they're
look like
centaurs, but are they?
ah,
They're out here in the wastes, so are they blighted? They're catching
uh,
fire, maybe.
they're 1,000 feet away.
Okay.
Does it seem like they are protecting territory? They just want to prevent us from going into these hills?
They haven't made any aggressive action yet. They are just keeping pace. If you want to test that theory, you can, one way or another.
As long as they're riding parallel with us, I think that we should pay them no mind and continue heading west along the Deadwood.
Okay. No, Rhonda's
That's my
gonna keep
hunch.
her. Well, right. I won't. Like I said, she's not gonna
Yeah,
make the first attack. She'll wait for them, but she's gonna keep an eye on them.
Okay.
totally.
The sleuth of centaurs continues keeping pace as you keep traveling. A couple more hours go by, and they seem not to be falling back, and surprisingly aren't stopping to rest. The engine doesn't need to, so it's not taking breaks, and neither are they.
I think solar powered.
That seems not
Solar
normal.
powered.
It is sapphire powered.
Oh yeah.
Every time it is started up, you've seen Tonist place a sapphire within the helm of this machine to get it going.
Oh, that's interesting.
So a couple more hours go by. This close to the hill, there's a few outcroppings here and there. As you're traveling on one of them, you see this hulking, three-armed figure, still some distance away, a few hundred feet, but you're getting some details. It keeps bending down and picking things up, and just sort of shoving it onto its own back.
Okay.
It's a little unclear what's going on. On its back, you can see these long spike protrusions that it's shoving these things onto, sort of
Ooh.
impaling them.
Ugh.
Oh, gnarly.
I'm Crazy Eddie. I put babies on spikes.
Yep, that is a joke.
That is a joke.
One would hope.
But it was also the first thing I thought of. Okay.
Okay. What do you do?
Keep going. It's not poking
Okay.
any bears we don't have to. That's my vote.
Fair. All right. So you travel past this outcrop, paying no mind to whatever that thing was. It's getting on towards night. It's getting darker and darker. The centaurs have not let up,
Dang.
Hmm.
but no, you haven't been the ones traveling yourselves, but it is tiring to be awake all day.
In a car all day.
Yeah, do we have a sense of how far we've traveled each hour that has passed?
The engine travels at 35 feet per round.
Oh boy.
Isn't
A
That's
round is 6 seconds long, so that's
isn't Kenai
300.
making it move faster than that?
Kenai, I don't know
Is
if it
not.
counts towards tanks.
No, it does not affect
Oh,
the
that's
tank,
right.
which means each hour you move just shy of 4 miles.
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, that's
Need to up
probably
that
good
MPG.
in that's probably good in medieval times. Which, like, this is like medieval adjacent.
Agree. But also, you missed the MPG joke.
Yes, that's actually really good MPG because it's not consuming any gasoline.
Yeah, you're right, though. You're right.
That is
You
true.
mean MPH.
Instead, it is consuming whatever's in that sapphire.
All right, we gotta figure out camp.
MPSs.
I'm a little wary of nighttime in the wastes, probably. Right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
things
That's a good
don't
thing to
go
be wary of.
wastes.
I think in the past, because we have come out to the wastes before. In the past, we've just all bunkered in the Mark IV itself.
Correct.
Instead of making camp.
Instead of making camp outside, because you'll get attacked.
Is there any advantage to veering the Mark 4 into the Deadwood at all for a little bit more cover, or is that something we would be afraid of? Anyone's afraid of
I mean,
because of what might be in the Deadwood?
The Deadwood is still part of the wastes and still is going to have a considerable amount of danger, creatures, things that might attack us. So, so far as shelter goes, I guess technically we would have shelter from the trees, but it doesn't
Okay.
strike Rana as necessarily any safer than the tank itself.
Yeah. Kenai hasn't traveled with you guys in the tank or at all, I think, yet. But does someone usually stay watch at the top of the tank, and is that a pretty safe position at least?
Liger's usually always in the helm.
Oh yeah, he doesn't need to sleep, huh?
Nope. And he can drive by himself. We have had it before where Liger, like, we all just go, like, nap in the base of it while Liger just, like, drives, too.
No, you have to be commanding Liger, so we still have to take a rest. I think that's how it's been.
That's right, yeah, I just don't.
That's how it's been interpreted in the past, or whatever, however.
Okay.
So
Well,
you're
probably
sleeping in the engine with Liger ready to go, if need be.
Yep.
Okay. Are you setting a watch?
I think we should.
Kenai kind of agrees. Kenai can take first watch.
Especially, Rana will keep an eye on the centaurs as we're stopping for, like we can, as we're making camp, we could probably open up and stretch out our legs and stuff and get outside, but once it's dark, we're going to want it all shut up.
Okay.
But
All
Rana
right,
will keep an eye on the centaurs, and she'll take one of the watches.
As it darkens, and as the night sky darkens, you begin to see the red light of that tower once more in the north, close enough that you can see it at night. You can't see the tower itself, but the light is quite bright. Shines out. Not sure what's there, but you know that there's something. Who's taking the first watch?
Kenai volunteers.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
And there's enough of you that you could probably double up if need be.
Yeah, I can help with somebody, but I probably not Kenai since I can't see in the dark and neither can he.
I do get advantage, I think, on perception checks, which I forgot last time I did it. So
Nice. Okay. Who else is with Kenai?
Ambrose can go up with Kenai.
I was going to
Because
say, Rana will take the second watch.
yeah, Ambrose can work off of short rests pretty easy, so he's not too concerned about getting a full 8 hours.
Okay. Roll your perception check.
Alright.
And you're keeping watch from the top of the engine, you said?
yeah.
Okay.
There's that hatch, right? That
Yes.
get in and out easily. Cool.
So perception from... Oh, there it
There
is.
we go.
Okay. So you're looking around. There's, just the slight illumination from the moon and the stars, but it is night and there's not, the same ambient light as we have in reality. Sure. For a few minutes, I think I had seen one of those centaurs' heads burst into flame recently. Kenai can faintly hear the press of hooves in the dirt of the wastes, not so far out. What's Ambrose's dark vision range?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I don't have any like modifiers on it. I don't think though, so it would just be whatever it is for half elves. Probably.
I
think
thought
it's
you
60.
I thought you got extra because of your
I
subclass,
think I
but
took Devil's Sight or whatever.
I mean, he
Devil's
can,
Sight's 120.
I don't think I have Devil's Sight.
yeah, you can
Uh,
change those out too. I know sometimes I think you can change those out. But
I have swapped them out a few times.
yeah.
Uh.
Okay.
No, I don't
So
have Devil's Sight.
yeah, as you're considering that, Kenai does hear them getting closer in the dark,
Hmm.
and just barely make out when you hear that, look in that direction. With the slight illumination, they've crept to about 200 feet away.
Okay. So it's very clear that
Oh,
they
they're
are getting closer to the tank, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Sadly, Kenai will wake everyone up.
Okay. So Kenai opens the hatch and goes below.
Yep.
Okay, that means Ambrose is on the roof, and 2 arrows fly out from this sleuth of centaurs as Kenai descends the ladder into the engine. One of the arrows strikes Ambrose.
Oh, dang it. Sorry, Ambrose.
Nah, it's fine. I got all this extra health now. Don't matter.
I don't think that's how it works.
I like this lower building of Ambrose just believing he's invincible.
Right.
I mean, nothing's proven otherwise. So
So Ambrose takes 8 points of piercing damage. It is a well-placed shot. The second arrow misses.
Right.
Pretty clearly.
I double checked and my dark vision is 60 feet. Do I see anything?
You can after because Kenai didn't tell Ambrose anything. He just left. So after you're hit with the arrow, based on how it's protruding, you look out in that direction. You can see just the faintest outlines of these creatures. They're not within your 60 feet, but they are creeping closer and closer. So probably soon. Let's see if this
Ah.
is.
Whoa.
So the waiting area does not have the appropriate distance for this, but so Kenai heads
Rookie
down.
mistake.
It
I
doesn't?
didn't tell Ambrose. I feel bad about it.
Well, they're 200 feet
From
away.
Ambrose's
Oh, oh,
perspective, we were just chilling on top of the tank, and then Kenai went downstairs, and then he got whacked in the side with an arrow.
I
Oh,
feel like Kenai would have just talked out loud about that, and I didn't consciously say it, but I'll take the hit
No.
and
At the
blame.
same time, though, I love it. Just imagining Kenai like halfway down the ladder in the Doom engine, and then just hearing Ambrose be like "fuck," and then he's like, "Oh, I forgot something. I knew."
Watch out for those guys.
Well, Kenai will wake the party and also call back up to Ambrose to follow him into the Doom engine so we can make a plan for battle before we go outside. Yeah. Typically, do you guys stay within the tank until we're forced out of it for battle, or?
We can really just stay in it the whole time.
It is a
If-
tank.
If we can. Like, Rana doesn't really have much reason to go out.
Right, because you can loose arrows from inside.
Mm-hmm. Well, once she can see something. Oh my gosh, Jacob is still messing with his map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Knowing Jacob, this
I
is a
flipped to a
fight that he
different
was
page.
that he is created in such a way that he expects us to be in the tank, using the tank.
I don't know.
Maybe, never know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
so does Ambrose head down with him?
After getting hit with an arrow, Ambrose is going to try and like squint into the darkness, and if he can see like movement, he's gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast. Half to see if he can hit something, and also half like, because I assume the Eldritch Blast, it's like a little laser thing, so it probably makes like a little bit of light.
Sort of, yeah. Go ahead and roll your blast.
Not bad.
Do you have anything that extends the range of the spell?
Extends the range of. Maybe. Hold on, I'm
You would need
scrolling through
spell
my.
sniper, I think.
Or Eldritch Spear.
Oh, Eldritch Spear.
You might have Elder Spear, yeah.
I think as part of just like normal leveling up, I got more range with it. I don't have Eldritch Spear though.
Okay. It has a range of 120 feet, and the level up increases just to damage. It doesn't increase the range at any point from leveling up.
Okay. Then it's
So
just 120 feet. Eldritch Spear makes it like 300, right, or something
Yep.
crazy like that. Okay. Yeah. No,
And
I just
Spell
have
Sniper
the.
doubles it again.
yeah, so it fizzles out. The beam of energy fizzles out about here, and they're at that X.
Oh, hold on, I was too zoomed in. Can you? Oh, wow. Okay.
You can see
That's-
them beginning to knock arrows and draw back.
Yeah, we're sneaking
Everyone
with
in
that tank.
everyone inside is being awoken. So what do you do now?
Well, presumably, Rana.
Kenai will start by telling them that the centaurs are moving closer to the tank, and we should prepare for battle.
Yeah, Ambrose is going to like fireman slide down the ladder, and as soon as he's inside, as Kenai is saying "prepare for battle," he's just going to point to the arrow in his shoulder.
Oh gosh. Okay, so Rana will grab her bow and open up. Ask Kenai which, well, her bow and her quiver, and the bells, and ask him which direction.
Yeah, I heard hoofbeats coming closer from the northeast, but couldn't see anything.
Okay, so she'll open up the porthole. Is that the correct?
Yep, there's portholes
Yeah,
inside.
the best one suited for that direction, and take a look out.
Okay. Make a perception check with advantage.
Skills advantage.
You can see like you said, to the northeast, there's the faint outlines of these centaurs. They've taken a few steps closer. They're maybe 180 feet off. It's with the light very difficult. It should probably have been a disadvantage then advantage, so cancel out. But oh well. With the light, very hard to make out, but they do appear to be getting closer and closer.
Okay. Rana will light a torch and kind of toss it outside of the tank in this direction, just to try to give us some more light.
Okay. In the direction that they're approaching from?
Yeah.
All right. As when Rana lights it up, a few arrows fly through the sky and bang into the walls of the engine near her.
Okay. Do you want?
What is Rana's AC normally?
Normally.
Or
Oh,
like
you
right
know
now?
what? I think. I don't know what it is right now. I think it's supposed to go up to 18 with my new armor, but I'm assuming she doesn't have her chest piece on. So or her buckler. So I think it's 16.
Ooh. Even with the portcullis, the cover from the portcullis, one of them does hit Rana.
Wow, these guys are sharp. These guys are like from Elden Ring.
For 4.
Okay.
Those minotaurs.
Yeah, down in Chauffeur River, the surprise acupuncture enemies.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah, they suck.
Okay.
What?
Does she
let's
like
see.
how much is the torch lighting up? Like, can she see better?
Is there any light where you guys are on the map?
Yeah, there's
No,
like a
it's
circle.
it's coming from up here, like the top left.
I mean, there's light up there too, but there's
got,
light
like-
around us
I got
too.
like 2 circles coming from the corner that are slightly offset.
There's some light. Now I see the tank.
So no. Okay, so I've added the torch as well. Move this guy. Make the
Does this thing rotate on top so we can aim it?
It
Yeah.
does.
Does someone know how to operate it here?
You do.
Oh,
Kenai will suggest we man that thing, and he will hold his shield and protect the person up there so that it
Your
doesn't get
suggestion
hit.
will be taken into consideration. I don't remember if we got any more ammo for it.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm.
I
think we
feel
did.
like we would have, like, talking to the gnomes and stuff. At some point, we would have been like, if we're missing any ammo, like,
Load us up.
yeah.
It's an interesting theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds really punishing us. We're not prepared, boys.
No one ever
Take it or
is.
leave it. I'm just saying, like, if I was in Tona's shoes, I feel like that would have been like number 2 on the agenda. Like, hey, can we get our guns filled?
Yeah.
He got
Thomas,
his
what do you have
guns
to say
filled.
about that?
The grenade launcher has grenades. I know that. I don't remember if I bought more giant boulders or regular size boulders.
You did not. But you are in the wastes and boulders abound. What are you guys doing?
Can
We
Rana
got
see
free
any
range
centaurs?
boulders.
You can see the faint outlines of centaurs about 180 feet away.
Rana is going to activate Mie's spell and then shoot at the closest one.
Go ahead and give me an attack at disadvantage.
Be
Oh no, I guess yeah, disadvantage because you can. I mean they're outside of the normal illumination, so they're effectively invisible. All these jerk offs AC. That will hit.
Wow.
Yes, the mighty centaur clan jerk
Oh,
off.
yeah.
We're gonna be rolling initiative, I think, because
Yeah, this is going to be a battle. Do you want us to do that now?
yes, I'm gonna put you on the initiative tracker. Cool. We don't need that many centaurs on the tracker. The Doom engine gets no initiative. That would be silly. But yes, roll initiative.
Okay.
It's weird. I clicked mine.
The
Okay, there it
website's freaking out a little bit for
goes.
me.
Yeah, mine too. Oh man.
Okay.
Rolled so
Sweet.
low.
Oh, I'm not going last.
Man.
The sound of hoof beats picks up after Rana's attack. They appear aggravated. And first up will be Gaz, who apparently is on this journey. He said he was going, so
Yeah,
makes sense.
he said he wanted
Yeah,
more
he's-
bones.
He is currently standing next to Rana behind one of the other portcullises, which is closed, and he does nothing. It is Lightum's turn.
I guess I'll get up and get out of this thing.
That would put you here if you want to move your guy. It's difficult for me because the Doom engine itself, it's on the top level and it's quite massive.
Do I know where they're shooting from at all? I don't see them.
They've
Do
said
I
from
would
the
have more information.
yeah, they've said from the northeast. So if you want to do a perception check to see if you can spot them, but they're going to be on that.
Mostly, so they're gonna be towards the top of the map.
Yeah.
I just want to. be there then. I don't know how much movement I
Nice.
had left from getting up and getting out.
Yeah,
I can get there.
the back compartment is about 20 feet, so even if you were at the furthest point away, you can get out and do that. That brings us to Kenai.
Okay. Kenai, I'm assuming was in the tank.
Yeah,
Also.
you went down and warned everyone.
Yep. So he
Excuse
will
me,
also
sorry,
move
guys.
behind here and on his way sort of look around, and are there any boulders that would be fitting for the catapult that Kenai can lift to the top of the tank or toss to the top of the tank?
Make an investigation check.
Sure. Investigation. Sure, I can't use a survival.
You are fairly certain rocks are inedible to other people.
Oh,
Um, you don't really spot anything that could be used in the catapult, not to the effect that you would want. Nothing that large. Maybe if you dug around a little bit more, you might be able to find something beneath the surface, but just on a visual inspection, what's nearby, no.
hmm. Can I use a nature check to make the best use of my next action to find some boulders?
Uh, Maybe we'll see on your next action, Ethan.
Uh, Ethan is also going to hop out with a pronounce, and he will light a torch because he can't see crap.
It looks like he's like literally glowing in this icon,
Torture.
like he's engulfed in flames or something.
Oh, did you want Pippin outside as well?
Pippin will not have been in the tank. He would have been sort of, yeah, but he's outside. Oh,
Sounds like
it-
he needs an arrow.
No, he doesn't. No. He
Needs a
has
real strong word.
survivability. He's probably somewhere in the Deadwood, uh,
Deadwood.
not near this battle. Safe. You leave Pippin alone.
Oh goodness.
I can't
Okay.
select him.
Let's see here. Valis looks out of the porthole and makes a skill check, probably. That's what those are called, right? Perception. And shrugs and he runs.
Which way?
Oh, east.
Okay.
And out of sight. I don't know if you saw his token slide.
Didn't.
Okay. But it is now Rana's turn.
Okay. I can't. Can I see them any better? I
They're
guess-
not within any strong light source now.
Okay, then I guess I'll try to shoot them. Shoot the closest one again.
Okay. That will hit.
That's better.
Ooh, nice one.
This one is damaged, so you get your what's it called?
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget your D4 of thunder.
I totally forgot about the D4 of thunder. Okay.
Can't forget about the D4 of thunder.
Ooh, Cloud Strike.
So that was the first attack.
Yes.
Thanks, Wi-Fi.
Right. Still firing at disadvantage, so there's that.
That also hits.
And there's damage, and then the D4 of thunder.
Rana, the hits.
The ramp is open now, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, she has better cover if she stays inside, though, shooting from the portcullis. So I guess she'll, like, duck behind cover so that, like, crouch down from the portcullis, so that not cullis. That's the wrong word. Porthole, so that they can't see her.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Hear them thunder forward. Still outside of the light of the torch, I believe.
Are they within 60 feet of Rana?
No.
Okay.
A couple of them fire off at. Actually, everyone else is behind the tank, so it looks like they're all shooting at Rana.
Even though they can't see her, or can
Oh,
them
you
see
ducked
her?
behind. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they're yeah. So no, they're not doing that. Isn't that on?
Where did Tonist go? Oh, has Tonist gotten to go yet?
Uh,
I haven't gone yet.
Honest, go.
Oh, speaking of which, I have no clue what's happening because I was like in the cabin, I think. So I'm gonna.
I mean, you probably would have heard the discussion and.
I'm gonna pop my noggin up through the hatch.
Okay.
And take a look at what's happening.
They're ready to actions trigger, and a flurry of arrows fly
Oh
through the
shit.
sky. You do have cover. Don't know why it's not working, but we're going to do that like this.
Oh, they're undead centaurs. That's interesting.
Allegedly.
That's a
4,
miss.
5, 6,
That's a
7,
miss.
8, 9,
That's a
10.
miss. One of those is a hit.
And holy crap.
Yep.
Rana said about.
One of those is a hit, but I shield and it's not a hit. So.
A dozen sounds like less than a 10.
No,
Can I use a reaction on my turn?
Yes,
Okay.
you're casting shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one that would have hit deflects into and clatters down into the larger part of the engine.
Uh-huh.
Free arrow.
You're welcome, Ron.
What-
Was I able to see where they came from?
This general direction. Mostly. It's hard to be
Okay.
100% accurate, but
They don't seem to be moving much closer, do they? Are they keeping out of the light on purpose?
They're probably keeping at their ranged advantage on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I don't have vision on them, so this I guess would be a disadvantage. I'm gonna pull out my grenade launcher and take 2 pot shots in this general vicinity.
give me a perception check.
Perception check. And at the
You
very
know-
least, like this.
You know that they're around here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's. Let me do that real quick. I think that's in my disadvantage range anyway for the grenade launcher. It's 20.
Nice.
So. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot, reload, and then shoot again the grenade launcher in that direction. And at the very least, it's fire, so it might provide us some visibility. Attack, disadvantage. Oh! I think the way you wrote this, it hits where exactly where I shot it.
Correct.
So give me. Can they be poisoned? Do I need to roll the poison damage?
It's poison and fire, correct?
Yeah. Here's the fire damage.
Okay. The explosion of the grenade launcher illuminates these skeletal, emaciated, zombie-like centaurs. The fire washes over them, as does the poison of the gas. They seem unaffected.
Did I have time to develop any of either the lightning or the poison grenade?
I had a few days, and then 4
Remember, I
days.
asked you about it a while ago, but I don't remember where we landed on it.
Yes, I do remember you asking. Remember what I responded with though. Continued development on the. Oh yeah, perception. Okay, definitely throw an intelligence. Good one. Poison one is
I
easier.
like
So
17.
you were able to figure out the poison one.
I was able to figure out the poison one. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Does the fire linger where it hits at all?
It's a pretty abrupt explosion and then it dissipates.
Gotcha.
There's
Okay.
nothing in this area that's flammable. The ground is sparse and just really hard packed dirt.
What is the range on the Wand of Cold? 100 feet line.
Actually, one of them, they're what remnants of clothes that they do have does stay lit. So
Catches fire.
yeah.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I will
Nice.
not take the sec. I'll use my bonus action to reload the grenade launcher, but I don't want to fire it.
Okay.
Second time if it's not doing anything.
It also happens to be the one that Rana hit with
Of course.
3
Oh, good.
arrows. 3 arrows are sticking out of that one.
Okay, so I can see that one there.
Do you do anything else?
I will.
Well, I guess you've used your bonus and your action. If you're not firing again, then unless you have a different weapon you want to
I
use.
do have a different weapon I was gonna try. I'm gonna get out, fully out now, and oh, I can't do it now. Move to like here. I think that should put me in range. It does. I'm gonna shoot it with my Wand of Cold.
Nice.
Okay.
Which I think is still maybe coded incorrectly because it puts a line.
Ooh, that's a bunch of things. It should be an attack roll, I believe,
It
not a
should be an attack roll.
save. Let me double check.
It says 100-foot line, but I think it just means 100-foot, like
Yeah,
range.
definitely shouldn't be a line.
I'm just gonna drop that there.
Thanks.
Terrible.
It's a 90-foot range.
Why does it say 100-foot?
I don't know. Who wrote that thing?
I think chaos.
I think I just copied it from something else. I don't know what I copied it from. I don't even know what I could have copied it from that has a 100-foot line though.
If it's 90, then I can't hit it. If it's 100, I can. But I guess if that's the case, then I wouldn't have gotten out.
Yeah. Okay.
If that's the case, then I guess I will bonus action have Liger move the Doom Engine back like half its length.
Did you bonus action reload?
I did indeed. You're right. Never mind.
Okay. Ambrose's turn.
Okay. So we've got folks now hopped out of the Doom Engine, like on the ground behind it, right?
Yes.
Okay, Ambrose is gonna follow them after seeing Valis just like cut and run. Can I see anything from out here?
You see the torch light that Ethan is holding, or from the torch that Ethan's holding. Aside from that, nothing much.
But if I move
Run
over
a
here-
through one on the ground back
Yep.
here.
There's one
Yeah.
here that Rana threw, but it's on the other side of the engine. So
Okay. I can't see any like. Okay.
the only one you can see is this guy. And then there's 3 around him that are
Okay.
very
Oh,
dimly
I
lit.
didn't even see him. Okay. How foolish of me. Right, that is. Ooh, okay. Oh, he's just inside the range for an Eldritch Blast. I think. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, 115 feet. I'm gonna try some Eldritch Blasts.
Maybe don't push him away.
No,
Maybe pull him closer.
absolutely.
He is lit, so this is a straight roll that hits.
All right. gonna roll my damage, and I'm definitely gonna give him the old "get over here."
Okay.
And number 2.
Also hits.
Ooh, nice. Damage. Yank him another 10 feet.
Okay.
And last one.
Ooh,
Damn.
straight into the dirt.
After I fire those off, I am going to... Oop, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm going to scooch back just a little bit. There, I'm good.
Gaz looks out the porthole, seems to do some sort of mental calculation, and then just ducks back behind it once more. Lightham's turn.
I'll cast Sanctuary on myself.
Sanctuary!
then I'll- Move to the porch. I think it was there.
Yeah. It's
It was 30, right? Yeah. I guess I'll pick it up and
Okay.
and move another 30. Or how do you want picking it up? Do you want that to eat up part of movement or part of the movement?
No, you can do that as part of your move. You get that one
Yeah.
free. I'll add that to you. Okay. Kenai?
Kina will continue to search for rocks. They're too far away for Kina. Well, I've got something that could help with that, but
Yep. I mean,
can't see.
you searched this area already, so you'd have to be going to another place. So, we'll say every 30 feet area is a place that you can search with an action. So you'd need to move away to search a new zone.
I mean, I can see in this range, can't I? And there's nothing that I can.
Yeah, and
there's
you've looked and you didn't find anything. So looking again, you're going to see the same things you saw the last turn.
All right. Okay, well, never mind. We'll just move to this corner here, but stay in cover.
Oh, I guess I should have used Sanctuary.
Am I in cover if I am behind the Doom Engine here?
You would have some cover depending on where they are. So to qualify that, like if they're here, you're going to have pretty good cover. If they're here, you're going to have less cover. If they're here, you're going to have no cover. So you'll have some cover because it's at that angle, but they can depend, what if they move around?
All right. I don't know. Kina doesn't know what to do. He's going to stay back here.
Okay.
And in his turn.
Ethan's turn.
Ethan will move on up kind of by item.
Okay.
Get my torch follow me.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Okay, that didn't reveal a whole lot more.
I was surprised at how little mine revealed as well.
Right?
Yeah. Well, then I will
Wait, is that one dead? It's
dash on over here.
Ooh, even more movement.
near death. Just the one?
Well, remember that guy got pulled 30 feet forward.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
There's a
Okay.
whole swarm of them somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Just be
Sure,
real
let me-
careful.
Just draw real quick where I was. There.
Anything else?
I'm figuring out how far I can go.
Oh, okay. What's your
The answer is very.
what's your normal move?
65.
65 is a single move.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 15.
Well, Monk's got to be able to do something.
I forgot he was a monk.
If they don't get to move, then
All right.
Yay, Ethan.
drop the
Okay.
torch there and dash
Run.
and uh,
Nice.
all right, I'm done. Mostly, I'd be like, oh, these are definitely undead. There's no talking them out of this, I don't think.
Yeah, I'd guess that as well.
I don't know. Ambrose got a pretty good charisma.
You hear the twanging of Valus's crossbow somewhere. Rana's turn.
All right. Well, I'll shoot at the one that is almost dead. Well, almost re-dead, I guess. This one. It probably misses.
All right. That one will hit.
Okay.
Okay.
How's
Arrow
it?
smashes through. Bits, bone fragments pop off, but you haven't yet rolled your. Do you want to use Colossus
Oh,
there on
right.
this
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Or the thunder damage? It crumbles to the ground.
Yay. Okay, then she will shoot at this one.
Okay.
With her second.
That also hits.
Damage and then the thunder.
Oof, that's some good damage.
Okay.
All right. The centaurs break from the light. Moving, one moves down and to the right, one moves left, and one backs up.
God damn it.
With Ethan in the lead, they appear to arrows start to rain down on Ethan.
Can I get a wisdom save from them for his sanctuary?
Oh, he also has sanctuary going.
He does.
What's the DC?
18.
Okay, so that guy, that guy. So that's, and okay, so two are able. Oh no, there's one died. So one is able. The last one was the one that failed. So two are able to fire at Ethan, and they will do so now, so I can get their turn out of the way. 21.
Yep.
8 piercing.
He catches it.
Does he throw it back?
No,
20.
that hits.
11 damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the first one. Second one fires, and 23 for
Wow.
6. And last attack is a 24 for 6. So there's some pretty good ones. The other two fire, or they look at Lightem. What's Lightem's DC? I know it's more than 10. Did you say it's 18?
19.
19? Okay, so the second one is able to fire at him. Uh, 16 misses.
Well, I probably am not wearing my plate armor.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. What's
Oh,
the...
it's gonna be like 13, I believe.
Okay.
Well, 14 the second round.
Right. I think, is this the second round? I think it's, oh, it is. Jeez. So 4 damage, and then the second bow, 16 for 6 damage. And since that guy can't fire at any of the people in front, I guess you hear some hoof beeps off to this side. And it is now Tonus' go.
Okay. I'm still behind the Doom Engine here. I see
Yep,
a gup, and I see a Pippin and a Kenai. And Rowan and Lightum. Where's Rana?
He's inside the engine.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have Liger do, I guess, kind of a K turn. So like back it up and then angle it to the right and then go forward.
All right, how far?
How far can I go?
Let's say that
We're in this
so
region.
10 feet.
Oh,
We'll
10
say.
feet, okay. Um,
So maybe 25
somewhere
more.
like, oh, that's,
You just wanted to go forward?
yeah, just a little. Well, like, sure, yeah, that works.
All right.
And I will poke my head out of the roof again and hopefully not get shot immediately.
You are not, but as the engine moves away and reveals Ambrose, a couple of arrows fly out at Ambrose. 19
That'll hit.
for 6 piercing, and a second attack at 16.
That. Oh, will that hit actually? Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh, max roll. 13 damage from the second one. It looks like there was a centaur in the wings that couldn't attack Ethan or Lightum, that was just waiting around until he saw something. You poke your head out, and it looks like the light sources that have been dropped, they aren't revealing anything. That one is dead.
That one is dead.
So, but you do know that, yeah, there were some near the light source that sort of scattered to get out of the light. You can make a perception check. You know, in general, that they're sort of this. Let's see. Here. No, their general whereabouts.
I will hold
Okay.
my action until I see one of them, to then shoot the one
Go
of
there.
them.
Okay. Ambrose? It's a bit
Okay.
jarring as the cover you had been using shifts to the side and a couple arrows finding.
I was kind of banking on that cover being there.
You can shoot out the windows inside.
No, but I wanted to get some fresh air, stretch my legs. It was a long drive. You
The
can only.
the door to the back of it scrapes along the ground as the engine drives away.
So Rana can no longer see because this is the front, right, and this is the back.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so her porthole is like looking out over here.
Right. We'll deal with
There's
that.
some on the other side
Okay,
too.
sorry. I'm just trying to think ahead. Go ahead, Ambrose.
So-
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Ambrose glances around. Kenai this whole time has just been like looking for ammunition for things, right?
That's right, I've been doing.
Okay.
Failing.
I'm just gonna move right here. Let me double check my spell list real quick. Okay. Yeah, so Ambrose is going to walk over to, yeah, like right here, and without saying a word, he's going to place each of his hands, one hand on Kenai, and is Pippin flying or is he on your shoulder?
I think he would be in the trees nearby of the Deadwood and not near this battle.
Oh, okay.
He shouldn't be in you here.
Well, bird's loss. Ambrose touches, just places a hand on Kenai and casts invisibility.
Ooh.
Hey!
Yeah,
Thanks.
we can't see them. They're not going to be able to see us.
All right.
That's sick.
that affects just Kenai though, right? So Ambrose is still visible.
No, I'm also
Oh,
putting
nice.
a hand on myself. I can do
You're upcasting it. Oh, that's right, because you.
yeah,
All right.
because I warlock. I have to use it 5th level. Might as well. So
Do you want to move after that?
yeah, just gonna run over. Oh, I moved it too far. My thing freaked out.
Into the Doom engine? Oh,
Nope,
okay.
it's
To
like
the
right
side.
here to the side of it.
All right.
I went to move it by there, and that hit the top of my screen, and it just like up by like
Yeah.
20 feet. So yeah, just Kenai would probably already know this. It's invisibility. It's like Halo rules. If you attack or cast the spell, it wears off. Aside from that, they just can't see you.
Cool. If I'm holding a light source, does that have any impact?
I mean, it would be strange to see an invisible light source bobbing along. So there is that. But as far as making you visible, no. But people will
Okay.
notice the light source. Gaz
Yeah.
moves over to the other side of the Doom engine, looks out a porthole, and then ducks back behind cover. Lightham's turn.
Griffin, are you muted? I'm not hearing.
Nope.
You. Nope. Oh, okay.
I was just measuring stuff out and moving.
Oh, okay.
Oh, up to there.
You move forward, hoping that the light source uncovers something, but not quite.
Covered one.
Did it? Can you see it? Oh, that's further than I thought it was. Well, why is that? That's
I can't see one. I can see
Maybe
the
it's not
dead
my
one.
light source. Maybe it's my dark vision.
Oh.
maybe. Yeah, I'm like, this is what I saw for your light source. Like, that doesn't show nothing.
Oh no, I could definitely see a new guy.
That one right.
It's hard to tell where I have light sources since I have dark vision.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So after your move, do you do anything?
No, that's it.
Okay. Kenai's turn.
All right. Kenai is excited to be invisible. Can I? Can I enter? Can I?
Okay. Sorry. Good.
Can I enter a rage without removing that invisibility?
Yes, but note that if you do not attack something or get attacked, the rage will end.
Really? Is that part of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crap.
Doesn't I don't think it counts for the first turn you do it, but
if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage, you're right.
I guess you could always just stab yourself.
Well, can I
That is an
ask a
attack, though,
second?
so that would make the invisibility wear off.
My aspect of the beast, the elk, says whether mounted or on foot, your travel pace is doubled, as is the travel pace of up to 10 companions when they're within 60 feet of you. I
Right.
believe that should work in combat too, right?
No, combat pace and travel pace are different.
Got it. Okay, thanks for clarifying that. That means that I'm going to move 40 feet only towards Lightham, since he lights him up.
Okay. I have a
Lightham
ruler
up.
out for you, so
Thank you,
you
sir.
don't have to
I'm
use yours.
just
Okay.
there.
You can dash if you want to get closer, and just
Cool.
take a second move.
Thanks. I'll do that and get to. I guess that works better.
Cool. Ethan's go. If you're talking chaos, I can't hear you.
Oh, I was
There we
muted.
go. Yep.
All right. What direction did the centaurs wander out of the light?
Good question.
Because I have like the movement animations off. Okay, so they just vanish for me. Okay, so all of the directions.
Right.
It's great. All right. Well, Platinum's probably got that direction covered. Let's see, how far was that torch? Not a full move. So I will go
Take it
go
somewhere.
grab my torch. Yep, takes it somewhere else. Guess I'll go stand there. Bonus action dash. Hey, look, somebody.
Ooh.
Yep. And I will just try and kick him a couple times, I guess.
I kick the centaur.
Yep,
Doesn't that end your sanctuary?
that does.
Okay.
I'm not that concerned.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Wait, what? Why don't I have proficiency and stuff on that?
It
That's
seems
not right.
unlikely that you have no
A
dex.
straight
bonus.
roll.
Yeah, Yeah, no dex or proficiency. I don't know why that happened.
Alright, well,
But-
yeah, we'll say that's a hit, and we'll see if your damage is right.
I'm sure it won't be. Just a sec. Let me throw that on. But you asked for my mod. All right, dex. Proficient. Okay, hopefully that works. Okay, there we go.
Cool. Alright, 12 points of damage. As a reaction to getting attacked, it kicks out. Speaking of kicks, 21 on Ethan,
Yep, that hits.
or 11 damage.
It'll be really nice when things stop rolling, like above 20 to hit. Maybe.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool. All right.
And rolling a bunch of 18s for wisdom saves to get to attack.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't get to move that far. I think just there. Oh, here.
the twang of Valus's crossbow goes off once more. This thing's just getting stun locked over here. It is Rana's go.
Okay, so 5. Oh, that's 5? 10. 15, I guess?
Alright.
25, 30. This map. 35. Wait, no, 35. Because we've got 35 movement, right? Yes. Alright, Rana is gonna use, she's gonna ring Fie's bell for blade, the little blade, swirling blades that surround her.
Okay.
Which puts attacks with a ranged weapon are done at disadvantage now. And then shoot this guy.
That'll hit.
And then this and this. And then
25 damage.
does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that, and then thunder. And that's my go.
Alright. I think they will have a similar go as the centaur moves away from Ethan and fires a bow at Ethan. As soon as this,
He's firing at Ethan, not Rana.
yeah,
Okay.
Ethan's right near him.
No damage.
Okay. What do you do with the other arrow? Is he
Just
still
drop
holding
it.
it? Oh, okay. Yeah, 24 on the second attack.
God, it'd be great if they could roll less than a 15.
11. So attacks on Ron are at disadvantage if they're ranged.
Correct.
Arrow flies out and gets shredded by the blades, followed by a second shredded one.
Where?
hear-
Oh, okay. I was like, which direction are these coming from?
Yep, one comes into view. It seems to have stowed its bow and is lowering a pike. Its back legs are kicking, getting ready to charge. Lightem still has the sanctuary up, correct?
Yep.
All right, that's one fail, and that's a 2 fails. So it looks like they're firing at Kenai. So I guess Kenai could have raged. So, well, he might not be damaged actually. We'll see. 20.
Yeah, that damages.
Isn't-
12 points of piercing.
Is Kenai still invisible?
Oh, I'm lying.
Thanks, Guff.
I guess that's
Gotcha, homie.
Ethan is shot at.
Okay.
12 points.
I'll probably be dead next turn.
Oh no.
I mean, absolutely everything is hitting me. They haven't rolled less than a 20.
Second one was a 23 for 12.
Yep. And the next one?
4, 6. It was 2.
Yeah, I'm sure there were like 10 centaurs.
You guys are dealing with 5. One's down. So that brings us to Tonist. Mike?
I'm muted. Yep.
Oh.
I don't want Guff to immediately get shot again. If I move.
And there's only one way to find out.
Guff is also invisible now, so
Oh,
But-
heck yeah.
but
Well,
Tonus-
how far can I
but-
move?
But Tonus doesn't know that. 35 feet.
Oh, I guess I wouldn't know that you're invisible. I guess I also wouldn't know that you got shot, so it's
Correct.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's,
yeah, that kind of cancels itself out, I guess.
so 35
Or-
feet forward.
yeah, let's do that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Kind of
7.
in,
That's sort of
like,
35.
Can I like angle it up this way a little? Like a slight turn.
Like that?
Sure. Oop. And I still see nothing.
Well, well, there's this one over here.
Is that? That's coming off of dark vision because your torchlight doesn't get that far. Forgot that you have
Okay.
Mia's going,
Yeah.
so there should be a light source there too. So many light sources. Okay. What are you gonna do,
Guess hold action for the wand again.
Ambrose?
Still invisible. Ambrose. Let's see. How far did that move? Just gonna run up just about to here.
Ah.
And is there... I don't think I can see any of the ones you mentioned were like getting sort of into melee range or anything yet, can I?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't look like it.
No.
Ambrose probably would have heard like the stomping hooves and stuff though.
Yeah, I mean, you always have a general idea of where they are.
Okay.
It's just attacking them if you have the range is going to be a disadvantage if they don't, if you can't properly quote unquote see them.
Okay, yeah. Ambrose is just gonna ready his Eldritch Blasts. If he sees one of them like charge at somebody, he's gonna fire them off.
Okay.
Ambrose has been around like horses before. He can probably recognize the like I'm about to start running thing that horses do. And
Yeah.
assumedly centaurs.
Light 'em's go. Gaz steps out of the Doom engine, steps up next to Rana, brandishing his whip. Looks like he's ready to snap it. As Light 'em.
Moving. I move with Toe right there next to. That's it for me.
Okay. Kenai. And again, even with the darkness, even if you can't technically see the token, you can always attack, and it'll just be at disadvantage because they're effectively invisible. But Kenai is aware of one that's there, here, and here, more or less.
Yeah.
Like you could, if you, that might be slightly up.
Just afraid of leaving the party.
The light source running into the
Exactly.
darkness. Yep.
There's so many variables right now.
I mean, Valis already did that, so.
Alice is having a great time.
He is.
Moving in shadows with dark vision or whatever he has that's allowing him to do that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
sneaky.
He's got pretty good dark vision.
I think the best thing for Kenai to do and what he would do, since he can't see in the dark, is move with Lightem, and try to stay together with this group and see if there's any way he can protect them. Can I do the dash again? How does the dash work?
You just, instead of taking an attack action, your action is to move. So you move your normal 45, and then if you want to move further, you can move an additional 45.
Okay, so let's see. Will move his first 45 to here. And then that means I won't be able to ready an action if I do the dash, right?
Right. You would have to ready the action now.
Yeah. Need to see. Ethan's turn's next. Well, okay. Kina will stay invisible, but ready. Can I ready a reaction with my shield to, like, I don't know, deflect an arrow or something? Is that valid?
I mean, you're always using your shield to do that.
Okay, so I wouldn't have to ready that?
No, but if you want to make yourself harder to be hit, there is an action called dodge, which you can take, which that makes all incoming attacks at disadvantage, right? Yeah, so that one is something you can do, dodge action, to make attacks against you be done at disadvantage.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
And end my turn where I'm standing with
All
next to Lightem.
Ethan's go.
Wait, really quick. Can anybody do the dodge stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's probably massively underdone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
not
thought that
by
was just like a
by
rogue
Rowan.
or a monk thing. I didn't know. I
Yeah,
didn't know that
Rowan.
just anybody could do it.
Rowan dodged all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rowan dodged more than he cast spells.
Often it was because he was concentrating on spells.
And
Wait,
not even by
actually-
a little either.
Can before we get to Ethan's turn, can I just do a quick perception and remap where the people are that I sense, the centaurs?
Yeah.
If you can just ping those where I can sense them. Okay.
Okay. So Ethan's go.
Scoot here ish. Can I have my light source? Okay, so he's there. I will.
Honest can fire off a wand.
I'll
Continue.
flurry of blows and
I think I fixed it. I don't know if I'm in
start off by
range.
healing myself.
Oh, it is in range. Wonderful.
And then I'll attack.
You have not ran out of ammunition. 1 of gold. Oh, I have to add it as an ammunition. Interesting.
Silly. Just remove the ammunition property.
Okay, I'll have it.
Technically, he healed all his wounds.
Oh, here we go. I think I fixed it.
12. It's pretty bad off, but still up. That'll hit. Yep. And with the last strike and the cold arrow, it crumbles to the ground dead. The
It's
cold
pretty dead.
freezes it over probably more than it should.
Oh, is that a hint?
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's as it gets hit, it freezes over and its bones become super brittle, and that final strike from Ethan demolishes it.
Ho ho ho.
Anything else for Ethan?
No, actually, I'll move back towards these guys.
With the torch?
Yeah.
Okay. Brings us to Valis. While I do this, if Rana wants to go, you can do so.
Okay, Rana is gonna shoot at this one, even though it's looking to charge her. Actually, yeah, let's do some sharpshooter. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, no.
Let's try one more time. That's definitely not what you want. Okay. Okay, I got him this time.
That'll hit.
Not really that much. Okay.
Okay. He's not damaged, so no Colossus, but you do get that extra D4.
Oh, he's not damaged. Hold on, sorry. Is it? Okay, there it goes. Okay. And then I'm going to
Forgot to react kick. Oh well.
use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And that puts my AC to 18. Yeah. 18. And
Okay,
then
the
I
sun-
just brace myself for, the charge.
He does indeed. It lowers his pike and charges forward.
He takes a
And
D10.
whiffs.
He takes 2 points of damage.
Is that fire damage?
No. I don't know what it is. Probably slashing or whatever.
Didn't
It's the blade.
Ambrose had a action readied for when it charged, didn't he?
Yep. And now that it has done that, Ambrose can fire off his Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's the
Cool.
first one.
Oh yeah.
That hits.
All right.
Do you want to push or pull it?
Let's see. Because my what I was hoping would happen is Ambrose would see it like coming out of the darkness, charging at someone, and he could like push it to throw it off course or something.
Oh, that's a
But he missed
yeah.
anyway.
That's so I guess that probably would have happened here then.
Oh, well then, okay.
Okay.
Then it doesn't take the 2 points of damage.
Okay, so you push it 10 feet back.
Let's pull it forward. Actually,
Right. So it's still charging at her, but you get your second blast.
okay.
Misses.
That's a miss.
It's still coming at her.
Okay.
All right.
Your third
Hey.
hits.
There we go.
Whoa. Purple
And
flare.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it 10 feet back
Damn it.
with a critical hit though.
Okay. And it's also 10 feet less of movement, correct?
Yes.
It is a very sad undead centaur. All right, so that was that guy.
But
That guy
it
goes.
doesn't take the two from Rana, at least.
Ooh, that means that this one gets to fire at
I am now
visible.
visible.
15 on Ambrose.
That will hit.
Oh, I shouldn't have. D's plus 1, I think. So, is it 1? 9 damage to Ambrose. Second
Okay.
arrow is a 27 for 7.
No, that actually misses.
Oh, it's not plus 1, it's plus 5. So, what's that? 13. So, 20 total instead of whatever I told it, 9 and 11 more.
All right.
Valis sort of jumps, not realizing Ambrose had been invisible right there.
Hey, hey.
Kenai is still invisible. We'll see if this guy can fire at Lightem. Sure can't. Fires at Ethan instead. Yep.
Yep, that tracks.
12 points, and
Well, except Ethan is suddenly uninjured.
Yeah,
He healed
he
on
healed
his turn.
himself.
Oh wow.
then a 12 misses. It wasn't that sudden. He had to wait for his turn and everything. That'll bring us to Tonist. Yep. And that
See
one.
this boy here.
Yes.
I'll shoot at him. As soon as I remember how to do it. There we go. Maybe I won't.
That'll hit.
Hey. I really like rolling 9s. There's an aspect of this that's a dex save. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of hokum to me, but I think that if they don't make their dex save, they continue to take damage the next turn. Yes.
Okay, give me a dex save from that one then.
On a hit, target an enemy.
So it's not all hokum.
Yeah, but no, there's no dex save. It just takes that damage.
There's like a 1d6 plus 1 additional damage or something, or like other formula. I don't know what that's for either.
It should be 2d4, and that's what it takes on its turn.
Oh,
Or
so
at
there's
the
no
end of its
save.
turn. Right. It just happens.
Why does it say there's a save? I'm gonna take that off here.
I don't know. I didn't build that thing.
Okay.
Ambrose's go.
It's my turn already again? Okay. Oh, this is reaction.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, now with that thing properly in line of sight, Ambrose is going to step out like right here and just some more Eldritch Blasts at this boy.
Okay.
$18.
That'll hit.
All right.
Oof. Do you want to push or pull it?
Not with that one.
Okay. We'll wait until it's. I don't know how big the light source is. Yeah, I guess not with that one. That makes sense.
Yeesh.
All right.
Jesus.
You fire one off into the air in celebration. A little premature. Yeah, so
Yeehaw! And last one.
Yosemite Sam style.
it hits.
All right. Roll damage. And with that one, I'm going to shove it 10 feet back.
Okay. Gaz moves forward and whips it real good, maybe. But while I'm preparing his, I guess Lightem's probably not going to target the same one, so you can start your turn if you'd like.
Is there any over side anywhere?
There's one here.
Is that all that's left at this point?
There's one here as well.
Okay. Oh, light him. No more light source. Light him up. There you go.
Oh, I have a light source.
Yeah, I see you now.
That's it for.
Kenai.
All right. Oh, that one died. I thought he was just near death. Okay, great. That frees up Kenai to. Was that 55? Did you just measure that?
Yeah, it was 55.
55.
Damn. This battle sucks.
It's yeah.
It's pretty rough. I'm not sure if you've ever had to deal with like fighting in the dark like this before.
Yeah, who designed this shit? Absolute
Gives me-
atrocity of combat.
Definitely gives me ideas for next time before we go to sleep. But can't start over now.
Set
All right.
torches every 30 feet in a
Exactly.
concentric circle up to 500 feet away.
Exactly. I
Good
will
old
spend the time.
Minecraft strats.
Remember, you do have thrown. Oh, but you're invisible, so I don't know if you
I
want to
am.
use that.
I'm
But
retaining my invis. Yeah, I was gonna throw something at this guy, but he turned out to die, and so I will
Turned out to die.
keep my
if you'd
invis.
like, you can move
Welcome
right
to
up
die.
on him, so that if he moves away, you get that attack, that opportunity attack.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that with my dash, I guess, and get right up next to him.
Okay.
I'll go
Also,
snuggle up
whenever
next to him.
whenever I tell you that you can do something, I'm not endorsing the action. I'm just making sure you're aware. It is Ethan's turn,
Retweets are not endorsements. Understood.
nor our original tweets.
Nope, that's not movement. Ethan will bonus action dash over here.
Ooh.
Go through some medical supplies and pull out a scalpel and try and stab this jackass.
Oh my god.
It's
Cool.
The classic
Oh.
monk tactic of
Ethan.
shiv.
Ethan is just all over this map. Just
you are
angry monk.
flanking. Yeah, there you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
You stabbed him
Angry
right
monkey
in the
around.
tailbone.
Gotta love it.
Then I'll go again.
Kina is very impressed by Ethan.
That'll hit. He
Well-
shouldn't have moved. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, his reaction
I
was
was-
scoot over.
I was
5
hoping
foot.
he moved.
Oh, right. As a reaction, he kicks out.
Shouldn't have said the word reaction, apparently.
Oh.
18 on Nathan.
Nope.
Ooh,
My AC protected me for
a turn.
second time.
I assumed you were
fine.
just foregoing having an AC.
No, that
No,
was
my AC 20.
that was Ambrose for most of the game.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Still
Oh,
had an
kind
AC
of
of
is.
14, by the way.
All right. Valis runs out and fires off his bow, his crossbow, and it
Oh.
twangs.
I wasn't even attacking an advantage like I should have been. Oh, well.
Yeah, Jacob reminded you.
And that one's not paralyzed, but it is Rana's go.
Woo! Okay. I'm gonna run up this way. 5. Hello? Please move.
Yep.
5. Why isn't it moving?
I don't know. Does Ethan have his torch?
5. Hello? My token won't move. 5, 10. 15.
Through gas.
20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. Because my range, I'm fairly certain this guy's in my range. Yeah. So I will do
Just don't hit Kenai.
a couple more power shots. Or not power shots, sorry. Sharpshooters. Sharpshooters, not power shots. Especially because power shots are only 1 per turn.
We'll hit.
Okay. He's damaged, right? Yeah. So a D8 and a D4.
Okay.
And then 1 more time.
That will hit.
A 1? Are there any
Dead.
more?
One more somewhere here. Yeah.
One more right there.
Okay, let's use my bonus action to dash then. How far can I get? 35.
I believe you
so
can get 35
there.
feet.
So whatever that, I think it was like here. It's so hard to see on this map because it's just all gray. Okay.
Yes, that is something for me to consider.
Oh, is that my light source? Is that is
Yeah,
my
I'll
light
move
source.
it in a second. Tonus, go.
Yeah, that's me.
You
I
do
still can't see
see
anything.
that Rana has walked in front of the engine.
Oh shit!
Full
Oh,
steam ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Um,
It'll probably roll right over.
Yeah.
what's
Only-
the vague location of the last one? There. Okay.
Rana was just so determined to go try to get that one. She wasn't paying attention.
I will take my shot at disadvantage then.
Okay.
Can I use this with extra attack? How does that work with wands?
No, because activating the wand is your action. It is
Okay.
not an attack.
The action is not the attack. The action is the activation of the wand. Got it.
Correct. We have found an
Ooh.
AC that misses.
Okay.
There's still could be like one other one that also misses.
There actually is one other that also misses. It is Ambrose.
Probably another 10 of them that miss.
Yes, but we know it's 11 or 12 at this point. Although
Yeah, we don't know
it's
where
been
the
confirmed that it's confirmed now that it's
12.
probably
12 is the
yeah.
upper limit of missing. Ambrose is go.
So 13 is the lower limit of hitting.
Correct.
Ambrose still can't see anything. So
There's
he's gonna
one there.
Oh, like Ambrose knows it's there?
You
Okay.
know it's there. You can hear it moving around. You just like because of the light source, you would if you attack it, it'll be at disadvantage. But you know it's there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try some disadvantage shots. Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, it misses.
Damn.
And now it's confirmed.
All right.
Ambrose only
more.
has a 10% chance of missing. That will hit.
And I'm gonna yank it 10 feet in.
Okay.
Hey, I can see it now.
Wow. Ooh, so this is a straight roll.
Oh, I can't
Hit.
see it.
Hey. That's normal.
Do you want
I'm
to
gonna
yank
push
it?
it 10 feet with that.
You can push it away.
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna yank it another 10 feet towards.
What?
Just pull it out of the darkness and shove it right back in.
Oh, Don't be gross, Tammy. Okay. Rana, whose turn is it? Lightums?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Gaz will do his thing, which is going to be running towards the thing.
It's just wandering around aimlessly.
Gaz? He's attacked once.
Oh, has he?
I'm wandering around aimlessly.
Bring your light source with you. There it is.
I don't even think I've effectively made my light source useful once.
I've done 0 attacks. I've looked for rocks and then followed Lightem around.
You can throw the
Invisibly.
heart spear as
No
well.
wonder
Remember
we're
that.
at round
I know,
6.
that's literally what I wanted to do, was plant a tree right there, and that guy died too soon.
Was that a dash, Griffin?
Yeah.
Keen eyes go.
Alright. Does Kenai sense any others besides this one from where he's standing?
Just the one.
Got it. So
That
you're
was-
getting sick of this dark battle too, aren't you? Kenai will move here, following Lightem still, and chuck a javelin at that centaur. If I can find it. Please let me find it.
Yeah, what's the upper
There it is.
range is 120. Oh yeah, so you're good.
Yeah, it should be good. Normal, right? Jeez.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yep. Yep. That's my
I
turn.
wasn't even at disadvantage. You can throw another weapon. You get 2 attacks, so if you wanted to. Oh,
Kenai
but
does not want to. He is
yeah,
very
because you're
discouraged.
okay. Ethan's turn.
Alright, well, let's dash on down and add some stuff.
That'll hit. Okay.
Now,
God. Shouldn't have said anything. It's like what every person that's attacked has had one of those in the last couple of rounds. Or turns, I should say. Valis' go. What's tell then? I guess he'll fire twice. He's got buddies here. Keeps freezing up on me. The whole internet keeps freezing up on me.
Freezing all of the internet.
If Gaz could just talk to us, get that view.
Way to go, Valis. With your 10 on a crit when you get +5.
Well done, Valis.
And it's dead. An anticlimactic crossbow bolt to the chest. The last one falls over. In the distance, you hear hoofbeats, but they are traveling away.
Okay.
We out of initiative.
We are out of initiative. Kenai appears to be standing on a boulder. No, I'm just kidding.
Kenai is still invisible.
But he is on a boulder.
But we are out of initiative.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Do you guys want to go back to sleep so we can fight the other 5?
we
was
definitely
gonna
should go back to
suggest-
sleep.
Something different. Once the party regroups, Kenai will suggest we move the tank into the Deadwood so that at least we have cover from arrows and ranged attacks. Before continuing our night/sleep, and maybe lighting some campfires around the edge of the wood. I know that there's possibly some dangers in the Deadwood, but we can have Pippin be on alert through the night, maybe.
Does it look like, excuse me, does it look like we can drive the tank into the Deadwood a bit?
You'd have to either cut down or trample some trees. It's not so dense, but so you'd probably have a decent time of it. There might be times when you'd have to backtrack a little or go around a couple trees, but for the most part, it looks like you could move it through unimpeded.
Can we just nestle it up next to the tree line? Is that
Yeah. I think
You could
that
also
would be
do that. Sure.
good with me,
Okay.
yeah. I think that would
Okay.
be smart.
Okay, well, just if everybody is agreeable, let's do that before we settle back down.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Way to stay in character there, okay.
Yeah, right?
Fully on.
Yeah. Rana looks around and runs back into the tank. Oh, I guess after we get the tank parked into a new place, she goes for her bag of holding and then pulls out the what is it? The rails rims guidance pearl thing.
So Rana pulls out a pearl roughly the size of a baseball.
And
Or
then
cantaloupe, I think it was.
looks at Lightum and hesitates, and she asks, like, so what's your story?
Like, general?
Yeah, like you seem pretty intent on avoiding conflict whenever possible, which I appreciate. But what's, like, why are you out and about? What?
I spread peace. I'm ending. I venture to stop more conflict than necessary.
So you're kind of like a nomad. You just travel trying to quash violence where you can.
Yes. And violence seems to follow you folks pretty good.
Yeah. Um,
Especially that
Facts.
monk over there.
uh, uh, I mean, he tries probably harder than he probably tries about as hard as you do to avoid conflict.
Things are conflicting all over him.
Okay, then look, I think this would be useful for you to hang on to as long as you're with us. And she hands him the pearl.
What is it?
It is called Railsworm's Guidance. The last party member that was using it was able to use it to pretty good effect to protect us and also give us more light. That's the only thing I've seen him use it for so far, so I don't know exactly what all it does, but last time it made it very difficult for undead to attack us, and it blinded them when they did try to attack us, and it also gave us some extra light as well, which could have come in handy for this battle. So I figure as long as we're out here and as long as you're with us,
It's in your inventory if you'd like to look at it.
That thing's so good. Also, Pippin doesn't
Okay,
like you.
I'll take it since it's in my inventory now.
Oh.
Good call.
I
Pippin doesn't
figured
like
that
him
would
now?
be,
Yeah.
Because he's
Only-
a robot or a machine.
Only when it's within 30 feet.
wait, what?
Animals don't like the person attuned to Railsworm's guidance.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So he's fine with me yet. I'm not attuned with it.
Yeah.
But once you are.
Well,
So
Pippin's
that
having
was
some real challenges here.
That was the big one. Does anybody else kind of wish they had something for this fight? I don't know if I'll have the answer in this bag, but
What else you got?
well, I've got. Rana pulls out this die. There's this die. There's this.
That was pretty cool.
The gibbet, handed the gibbon. It gives people a climb speed. There's a whistle of gusts. There's a dark light necklace, which I think Rowan told me really only helps people with dark vision. It helps.
What's the dark light necklace do?
It helps. It extends your dark vision.
Up to 100 feet,
Yeah.
if it's not already that far.
I
Well-
mean,
Yeah, that's a lot of us. I could make good use of that.
So who wants this?
what does the necklace look like?
Is
Out
it
of curiosity.
fashionable?
It's blingy. Remember we
It
found
is
it in the
a
jewelry.
a chain of a darkened metallic, and it sports a small amethyst, which is purplish, but it's very difficult to tell that it's purplish because everything within 5 feet of the necklace desaturates and sort of becomes black and white, grays out. Sharp colors will still retain a little bit of their coloration, but muted colors, pastels will be very grayed out.
Oh,
pretty
whoa.
cool.
Rana holds it like away from her, like she really doesn't like that it does that. She looks very
I think,
uncomfortable.
yeah, either Ambrose or me could make good use of it since we both have dark vision and some ability for range attacks.
There were a few
Yeah.
times in that
You,
fight where having an extra 40 feet of dark vision would have helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you go ahead and take it, Tonus, because the next time we, I guess, metagaming a little bit, I can just do warlock stuff to extend my dark vision, so...
I don't know that that's really metagaming.
No, that's not metagaming.
Oh, okay. I
Does
don't know.
it require attunement?
Maybe
I don't know
maybe
what that word means.
It doesn't
maybe
say.
wording that way might be metagaming.
Okay.
It does not require attunement.
Good.
There are these boots that have wings on the side, so you'll get it lets you fly. Also,
Ooh.
everybody has access
Oh,
to
I can
this.
already do
The
that.
sheet that I'm looking at is called Party Treasure, and it's in
Yeah,
the
I'm
player
looking at it now.
characters.
Mhm.
So if you want the details, so yeah, there's these boots. There's these gauntlets of ogre power. I am somewhat interested in the Ion Stone of Fortitude.
Did
Wait, we've had
Roman have
an Ion Stone just in the bag?
Rowan had it. Rowan was using it,
God, okay.
but he gave it back since it was generally party treasure. That had gone unused. Yeah, whoever wants that, it's up for grabs.
Yeah, and then there's a handful of potions and scrolls in here as well. I think the biggest one for this fight was the pearl.
Well, the dark light necklace would have been helpful
Oh yes,
too,
that
certainly.
one too. So Tonus
So make
is
sure that
taking.
gets into somebody's hands.
Tonus
Is it dark light or black light?
It says dark light.
The party treasure I'm looking at says black light.
Party
Yeah,
treasure in the
go in the
player
character
characters.
list.
Yeah, I probably just transcribed it wrong, and the thing, we might not have had its proper name yet, as well.
Right. I think you heard what it looked like, and I think you probably noted based on that.
Mhm.
And then while people are like taking a look at the items that Rana has like kind of set out, she's gonna give Valis a really hard look, and she's gonna ask for the ember.
Oh, has he been followed by our friend?
You don't see the Death Seer.
Oh,
When he left, the Death Seer was next to Rowan. He dimension doored out. The Death Seer went somewhere, and you haven't seen it since.
Huh. Okay. Valis, where's the ember?
I have it I am protecting it now.
Why did you take it?
Because Urath took Ambrose. I was going to go and get him back.
But
And
then
now that
you said you
Ambrose
went
is
to the.
here, then
No, you said you went to the Underdark. You said
I
you
did.
knew that Urath was gonna let sorry, not Havelock. I don't know why I said Havelock. Ambrose go.
there's a quick look at Ambrose. Well, it might have been bluster. I wasn't going to rely on that.
Oh.
Where's the ember?
I'm protecting it. I have it.
It's with you?
Of course, I'm not gonna leave that alone. You know what it is. I need to tell you that you can't just leave that lying anywhere.
Yeah. What were you doing in the Underdark?
I was making contact with some of my brethren to find out if there was anything that I could do. Then I was going to gather what forces I could and bring them back. See which of you I could convince to go and head to the far realm.
If you were going to come back to convince us to go, why did you take the Ember right away? Why did you need it?
I didn't feel like running to the Underdark.
Okay.
Is Rana upset? Can I ask?
Rana is not. No, I'm not upset. No,
Just disappointed.
I'm not upset. I'm not disappointed either. I just.
Okay.
We
I'm
need
having
to
a hard
make
time reading your tone.
sure- She's very suspicious. I guess I could have made you roll insight, but no, she's suspicious
Insight.
of Valis and his motivations. Because Rana will just turn to Kenai and say this. The Ember is extremely powerful, and everything that I have heard about it says that when it is used, what was the phrase that her father and Mask said? Calamity follows? Something like that?
That's why I limited it to the first time.
So we just need to be careful. Rana finishes looking at Kenai.
It's limited to the first time, you said?
Valis says that he limited, implying his usage. He only did one when he used it once.
Okay, then why are you keeping it if you don't intend to use it? It's harder to track if it's in the bag of holding.
Something comes up again. If Urath decides to grab Ambrose, we'll have it ready to go. If it's in the bag, we need to pull it out. By the time we do that, we could all be dead.
Okay. Rana doesn't look completely satisfied, but she's not gonna push it farther. That's okay.
Ambrose also, like, Ambrose vouches for Valis. Like, I'm sorry, I'm very sleep deprived. I'm having trouble coming up with actual words for Ambrose to say, but yeah, if Valis says that it's safe and he has a way to use it that could be potentially helpful, then I think it's best kept with him.
I appreciate your trust in Valis, Ambrose. I do not yet share it.
Okay. Telepathically, Ambrose is going to ask Valis just where the stone is, like, specifically.
He says that he absorbed it into his left hand.
Oh! That's metal as fuck. Okay. Alright. Now that Ambrose knows that, he will telepathically relay that to Rana. Because nothing can read the telepathy, so now we know where it is and it's safe.
Indeed.
Rana looks very alarmed and not really comforted by that at all.
It's fine, Ambrose says telepathically.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. The engine is pulled up to the tree line. Through the night, you can hear horrifying noises, strange guttural roars, things resounding off of the trees themselves, reverberating. But otherwise, the night seems less eventful than the earlier night. Waken in the morning and start making ready to continue your journey. Look out in the northeast, not too far off, maybe 300 feet. You see these bipedal bird humanoids moving towards you. They have horned heads, and their pupils are square or rectangular.
We can
Hooved.
see their pupils from 300 feet away.
When they get closer.
That's how square they are.
That's how
No.
square.
As they get closer. you can
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
They're
yeah.
like
Sorry, I
the
couldn't.
squarest thing that's ever been.
They don't have weapons out,
Couldn't
but they have
resist.
weapons on them.
Minecraft birds over here.
Okay.
And that's where we'll stop.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh.
during we get a rest, right? During all
Yep.
that.
Yeah, long rested.
Oh
Nope.
yeah.
I'm gonna also
Okay,
attune
nice.
to that pearl.
Yeah, makes sense.
I do have a question about it. It has a spell with a costly material component. I assume it includes that.
It does.
That's the good way.
Yes. This is not your mother's pearl or whatever. I don't know.
like
Mother of
Antelope or
pearl.
something.
Yeah, it's a real good one.
Also, did anyone want those boots?
If no one else wants them, Keenan will definitely
I was
take
gonna
those and put them
say
on.
we should give those to
I'm gonna-
Aiden because the
I'm gonna
last
drop
Well,
off so I
time.
can take the dog.
I have
but
mobility and range, so I don't need them, but
Oh,
somebody
okay.
should take them.
see you guys
It
next
was
week.
like a,
Okay. Bye,
it
Jacob.
was like a, if
Oh,
no one else
also
is
bye,
putting
Fish.
these on,